Press this and welcome. Casey Bonnerat and I are going to bring the freaking heat tonight. It is going to be a little bit different than our typical Emerald calls, and we're going to be talking to you about getting started right, getting your business started off, getting your coach's business started off. We've prepared a presentation. Hopefully you came prepared, but if not and you came to class late, that's totally fine. Grab a piece of paper. You need to be taking notes. Leaders take notes. And that's what we're about to do tonight. So I want to know in the chat if you guys are a new coach, when you signed up. If you are not a new coach, when did you sign up? Let's just get this chat started. We're going to just keep bringing the heat. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to get Casey started, and we are going to kick this baby off. And there she is. Casey, I'm going to share, and then you can take it over.
Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. We are so excited to have you guys on this chat tonight. Sammy and I were preparing for this call this afternoon, and we were just so pumped about this content that we were giving you guys because we were sitting here thinking, we talk about like how to get started right and how to hit Emerald and like the things we need to do, but we never really have given action steps. And that's really what we wanted to bring you guys tonight. So this call is going to be packed with action steps. So like Sammy said, if you do not have a piece of paper and a notebook, go run and grab one real quick. We won't judge you from going away from the Zoom call for 30 seconds. Go grab a piece of paper because you are going to need it to write these things down. Because the very first thing that we are going to go into right now is goal setting. I don't care if you've been a coach for a day, an hour, 6 months, 6 years. I don't care how long you have been a coach for. We are about to take this back to day one and we are going to goal set. And I want you to think about 3 goals that you have with coaching. These can be physical, these can be mental, these can be financial, they can be one of all 3. Maybe a physical transformation is something like, I want to complete Morning Meltdown 100 all the way through. I want to lose 10 pounds. It can be a physical transformation. Mental, I want to be in a better headspace at the end of Morning Meltdown. I want my transformation to not just be physical. I want it to be mental as well. I want to be in a better headspace with my nutrition. Or maybe it's financial. Maybe you are here to coach because you need that additional income and you want to jet set towards financial freedom. I want you to have 3 goals that you have with coaching that are substantial, that are going to be your why you're coaching. Let me tell you guys right now, we always talk about our why as coaches. Your why as a coach should be very different than your why that you're showing up every single day, okay? So those are 3 goals that you need to set tonight. You need to have 3 goals that you have with coaching. Next, I want you to label your paper 1 through 3 because I want to know 3 reasons why you want to hit Emerald. That can be so many different reasons, and I'm only going to give you guys a couple examples because I don't want you to just take the 3 things that I'm telling you guys as like examples of why you want to hit Emerald, because you want to open your business. We truly know, we've said it before on Emerald calls, that your business truly opens at Emerald. You know, there are so many different benefits that Sammy's going to get to here in a couple of slides of why we truly want to hit Emerald. But we want to know why Emerald is important to you and why hitting it this week or tonight or whenever you hit Emerald, why hitting it in that time frame is important to you.
So the cool thing, guys, is maybe you're brand new and this is going to be very redundant. Cool. I'm going to go over the vital behaviors because that is where this all begins. Whether you are a new coach, you need to hear about it. Whether you are a leader on this team, you need to hear about it. Me leading this team, I need to hear about it. These things are probably what I've seen most people fall back on first because it's so easy to just disregard. And as a new coach, your job is to show people what we do as coaches. And so you are going to be a product of the product. What that means is that you are going to get results in a fitness program. The thing is about, doing these programs is that a lot of people will kind of half-ass it because #balance. I've seen so many people say that on social media. And there's definitely truth to having balance. That is very important in a lifestyle. But you also need to go all in and prove to yourself and to your coaches and clients that you can do this. Casey and I have both built a big team, and in the beginning of our journeys, we went all in with a program. We did not cheat, not once. My program was 3 weeks, and I didn't cheat not a single time. Her program was 80 days, and it really ended up being 90 days because they don't even count Sundays. She did not cheat one time. So what is stopping you from being a true product of the product? And this is not just for everyone else, guys. Because of the programs that her and I went all in on, we believe wholeheartedly that we are going to get people results because we got such great results with those programs. You have to ask yourself, am I a true product of the product? 2, inviting. This is something that is probably the scariest thing for new coaches. It's something that we all put off on the back burner because we would love to just make a pretty post on social media and then all of a sudden have everybody come to us. Unfortunately, in the beginning, that doesn't usually happen because people have prior experiences with Beachbody or they have no experience with Beachbody, and you get to be the person that either proves them wrong or proves them right. And you have to be the one inviting them. For example, I got a message today. I invited somebody that has followed me for 2 years. She told me that and she said, Sammy, I've been so scared and I've wanted to reach out to you so many times and I just didn't. And she's signing up with me because I reached out to her, thanking her for following my journey. We can't just expect everybody to just jump in to our DMs. Even if you did that to your upline, great. You're probably the anomaly. 3rd vital behavior is personal development. If you see this bookshelf behind me, you might not be able to see me on your screen. I'm not sure if it shows me or not. I have a stack of books. And personal development is probably the thing that most people just kind of like, we're good, because we don't want to believe that we need personal development. We as humans want to know that we're in control of our own happiness, and that's true to an extent. But guys, if we are not happy in our own self, people feel that on social media. People feel that. And the cool thing about Beachbody is that we are built around making ourselves better. And that's where it starts. When you are so happy in your own skin of being a product and reading personal development or listening to personal development, you're going to want to invite people to join you. You're going to be so excited to give this feeling to other people that you're going to you almost going to have to stop yourself from inviting too many times because you're so excited for everyone to join you. Personal development is so important, and recognition will make more sense as you're growing in your coaching journey, but hopefully your coach recognizes you or will recognize you when you sign up as a coach, when you hit this first rank advancement. And so we're going to talk to you a little bit about how to get more recognition and how to pay this whole thing forward.
Okay, so we're going to get kind of into the basics if you're new here, what it means to be an active coach. So what it means to be an active coach, most likely when you sign up with your coach, you probably signed up with a challenge pack. So you were automatically active your first month when you signed up. But continuing on, every 5 weeks, you need to be buying or selling to a customer 50 PV, which PV is personal volume, which basically is kind of like Beachbody's equivalent to the doll hairs. So buying or selling 50 PV every 5 weeks looks different to everyone. Maybe you have your Shakeout on HD, which is home direct. For those of you guys that don't know, Shakeology, for example, guys, is 90 PV. This chart is a really good way. Feel free to screenshot this to see the different ways that you can add up 50 PV. So for example, a great way that a lot of people do it is they get their Shakeology through their account, and then they sign up their significant other and they have their Energize and Hydrate going through their significant other. And we'll get to that here in a moment of what the benefit of signing them up is and why it is so important. But there are so many different ways that you can get your PV in. Another great thing, guys, Beachbody just launched at our Coach Summit was collagen. That's another thing that we haven't even updated our graphics to have on it. But collagen is it's such a hot space right now to get your PV in, to utilize that Beachbody has tapped into that space. They've helped us so much by bringing collagen into our extremely wide portfolio of incredible things that we have to offer our customers and our clients. That is such a good thing to be pushing forward right now. But other things like Energize, Hydrate, Recover, Beach Bars. Recover now comes in vegan now. There are so many different things that you can be using to get your 50 PV. It doesn't have to be Shakeout. It doesn't have to be Energize. It doesn't have to be Hydrate. That's personally the example that Sammy and I both use.
So guys, your first rank advancement as a coach, it's called Emerald. And I want you guys to write in the chat right now, Emerald is a decision. Emerald is a decision. And I want you guys to actually start realizing that Emerald is a decision. Emerald is 2 people. So Casey just talked about 50 PV staying active. When you sign up 2 coaches, one on your left leg, and one on your right leg, because underneath us we have 2 legs. We're going to get into that in a second here. But when you sign up your 2 people, you are now your first rank. And so many big things happen when you hit Emerald, but each of these coaches have to stay active with 50 PV. So say, for example, you sign up number 1, you sign up number 2, and then you hit Emerald, super exciting, but then number 1 says, ooh, I can't afford to stay active this week. Well, because of that, they're going to go inactive and you're going to lose your Emerald. So always bringing in new people is going to be crucial for you to hold your Emerald status. But guys, Emerald is a decision. It is something that you get to decide, am I going to start doing this business? The cool thing about Emerald too is that when you actually start to build this business, you have a team underneath you. I don't care if these 2 people are family members. I don't care if they're 2 friends. I don't care if you have basically begged these 2 people to support you. You are doing this business because if you can get 2 people, you can get 2 more people and 2 more people. Casey and I, before we ever even got to the Star Diamond rank, which is the leading part of this company, we started with Emerald. Everyone starts with their first 2 coaches, and I've seen, not that I'm going to guarantee your success, but usually people who hit this faster have more of a momentum to keep freaking going.
So we always talk about Emerald being a decision, and it truly is, guys. It's truly a business decision that if you want to make this a business and you want to make this work, Emerald is a business decision. You are now a business owner, whether you believe it or not. You have the opportunity to create that momentum right away tonight. So we wanted to kind of give you guys the tools too, because we tell you guys to sign these people up and we give you guys the tools on how to, but then we don't show you guys how to sign them up. So this is something that we're incorporating, something new, truly signing people up in your back office. So what you're going to do is you're going to log on to your back office and you're going to go to teambeachbody.com. And if you don't know, your login for your Beachbody On Demand is the same as your Team Beachbody account. You're going to go in there and you're going to go up to where it's highlighted in green. It says monitor my business. Drop down and you're going to go down to your preferred placement. Why is this important? It is important that you place people on certain legs. We're going to get to that in a moment, but this is exactly where you are going to go before we jump into that to make sure that they are on your right leg. And we will kind of get into that as we go on here in a minute, but I will let Sammy first talk about the benefits of hitting Emerald.
So the benefits of hitting Emerald, guys, there's, like I said, this really starts the momentum. And I will say that before I even get into the actual benefits, it's going to boost your confidence. When I hit Emerald, in my head, I said, I can do this again. I can do this again. I'm going to just keep going. And it was like I needed more of this whole community. So you get added into the Team Fight to Finish Emerald page. So no matter who you are, you're on this call, you are a part of Team Fight to Finish. So our upline team, Jamie Ennis, my sister, she started Team Fight to Finish. You guys are a part of that. It might not be your direct team, but it's kind of like your umbrella team. And in this page, when you hit Emerald, there is so many trainings, probably more trainings than you could even have time to watch. But all of the diamonds have went live about something we are really good at. So we chose the topics. So say maybe Casey was really good at social media. She was going to go into that page and she was going to share what was working for her. Maybe I was really good at signing up coaches. Now I'm going to go in there and I'm going to share all of that. You have top coaches giving you so much information that you get to use for your business. You also get a gift from your coach usually. I don't think I know one coach that doesn't give a gift for Emerald, but as far as I know, pretty much everybody does when you hit Emerald. And then you also get the opportunity to learn or earn leads from Beachbody. So the cool thing about leads is that Beachbody will give you free customers. And when you hit Success Club, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, you have the opportunity of pairing Emerald in Success Club and the next month getting free customers from Beachbody. So these are people that are going on from an infomercial, or maybe they just found the website and they went on and they bought something from Beachbody, and you get them assigned to you. So you don't get that commission, but you do get them as a customer, whereas maybe they order something in the future, you will get that commission then later on. You also get a shout out from your coach. We do so much recognition on the days of rank advancements because we want people to know this person is doing the things. And the cool thing about hitting Emerald was when I got shouted out by my sister, Sammy hit Emerald, Sammy was building her business, blah, blah, blah. My friends and family had no idea what Emerald was, but they knew I was serious about building this business. That recognition sparked another wave of people coming to me and saying, oh, she's serious? All right, well, she's the person I'm going to sign up with when I'm ready. We're also going to be talking to you a little bit about Team Cycle Bonus, which is kind of like a residual income that you can earn in Beachbody, but you get to help your upline rank advance. Did you guys know that? When you hit Emerald, you are potentially rank advancing your upline to their next rank. You get to help us, and we get to help you, what Casey's going to talk about in a second here. But when you do this and you hit Emerald, you're going to set up a one-on-one call with your coach. And we're going to discuss the next step. This is always going to be a progression in your business, and it's going to be a hands-on approach, but it's your decision to hit Emerald. Casey, when she hit Emerald, she signed up her mom and dad. They weren't people that were going to work the business, but they wanted to support her. They wanted to try out the products. Me, Adam, and a girl I met on Instagram were my two people. Adam still to this day does a little bit behind the scenes, but not really. He doesn't do the social media. He probably has posted 11 times in the last 5 years on Instagram, but yet he wanted to support me, and he knew Emerald was a decision, and I was going to hit it that Thursday. And you bet your butt, I sure did.
Okay, so like Sammy said, we talk about this being Team Beachbody, guys, right? It's not called Beachbody, it's called Team Beachbody. You signed up with your coach for a reason. Maybe they motivate you, maybe they inspire you, but something that's so cool is you joined a team. And as a team, you guys help each other in different ways. Like Sammy had mentioned, you may be helping your coach rank advance by hitting Emerald. And how freaking cool is that you could be a part of your team rank advancing? But what's also incredible for you to know is your upline coach is helping you build your volume. So you help your coach build their rank, they help you build their volume. So what we were talking about a little bit before, hitting Emerald is 2 coaches, one on each leg. So you have a right leg and a left leg, and a weak leg and a strong leg. And I want you guys to know right now, nowhere is anything connected that right is strong and left is weak and left is strong and right is weak. It all depends on what your coach signed you up on of theirs. So I want you to make a note right now after this call to message your coach and say, hey, what leg am I on? Because that is going to be your strong leg. So in this example, this person's right leg is their strong leg because they are on their upline's right leg. So their right leg is strong, which you will see that is number 2. Number 1 is their weak leg position. So in this example, you are you, your left leg is weak, your right leg is strong. Okay? So what's really cool about your legs is how you earn this residual income is by for every 100 PV you put on your weak leg to every 200 PV that your coach is contributing to your strong leg. Although your coach is not signing these people up under you and they are not your team's direct coaches, you are earning that volume that your coach is helping you build. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So for every 200 your coach produces to every 100 you produce, you cycle $14 as an Emerald. It goes up to $18 when you hit Diamond. Really cool things to look forward to in this business. And I know that's a more technical, like complex idea to wrap your head around, but just know that that is where the residual income starts to build and build and build. And I never truly believed it when I started cycling $14 a week, but all of a sudden I'm looking at my residual income of Team Cycle bonuses this week, and I don't know how that happened. Guys, it's just a consistency over time that you building your weak leg and your coach building your strong leg, you start to cycle more and more each week as a coach, as long as you are staying active with that 50 PV. If you go inactive, it does completely wipe and you go back to square zero. So all that work your coach did on your leg and all that work you did on your leg, zero, goose egg, nothing. So make sure that you are staying active with that 50 PV.
And just last thing I want to note here, guys, is right now in this example, if this is your right leg, if you were built like this and your right leg was strong, the cool thing is that you probably have accumulated volume already without even hitting Emerald, and you're just waiting for you to hit Emerald to cash that volume in. So taking things a little bit further, Success Club is something that Casey and I believe to be the #1 business building decision in Beachbody. That is something her and I have built both of our businesses on. Casey has never missed Success Club at all since she has signed up as a coach. I think that's a very powerful statement since she has already been a coach for a year straight. Success Club is something that we pride ourselves in because when you are bringing in 3 people each month with a challenge pack, that might mean you signed up 3 coaches with a challenge pack. That might mean 3 clients with a challenge pack. That might mean 2 clients, 1 coach, 2 coaches, 1 client. Whatever that means, you are bringing in 3 people with a challenge pack. And so these are people that might work a business, or these are people that sign up for the 25% discount. A lot of times, like Casey's parents, like my mom, they all signed up for the discount on the products and programs, because if you are a coach, you're saving money by being a coach for the products. Especially with Shakeology, it's actually cheaper to be a coach than it is to be a client. This is the foundation of our business. It is 3 people per calendar month. So the way to kind of look at it in my perspective is usually one of these people quits. So you sign up somebody and they just kind of fall off. Maybe it's not the time of year. Maybe they just don't have the money. Maybe they just weren't into the programs. One might stay a discount coach for you. Discount coach, like I said, being somebody who stays for the 25% discount. And then what if that third person was going to be a business builder and they helped build your team to diamond and beyond? If you don't give yourself those 3 people, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by building a business where we're supposed to help people. 3 people, think of it, 1 person every 10 days. That's very, very doable if you are having conversations with people. And so the thing about pushing for Emerald, guys, is if you sign up, we'll say your mom and significant other, boom, you just hit Emerald with 2 challenge packs. You're at Success Club 4 because every challenge pack is 2 Success Club points, which gives you that total of 6 when you are pushing for each month. So say you hit Success Club 4, you only need 1 more person besides mom and significant other to help you hit Success Club and Emerald in your first month as a coach. I have seen people do this in the first 48 hours of them signing up as a coach. This is doable if you make that decision. And so the cool thing about Success Club, like the really, really cool thing, and Casey was able to do this with her business. I didn't do this because I actually stayed a discount coach for the first year, my first business. But if you hit Success Club, you help 3 people your first month, you help 3 people your second month, and you help 3 people your third month. So a total of at least 9 people with a challenge pack in your first 3 months. You get to go to Coach Summit in New Orleans next summer for free. They will pay for your ticket. You get recognized as a success starter at Summit. And this is their gift to you by saying, you started with success in this business. And I know a lot of you guys just signed up. You have the ability to do this. If you were to hit Success Club July, August, September, boom, you just became a success starter. And you just got a free ticket to Coach Summit. And you'll see here in the bottom photo, Beachbody is amazing with recognition. They give us so many gifts. You will get a free tank top or t-shirt for hitting your first month of Success Club. If you hit it for 3 months for the rest of the year, you'll get Beachbodyopoly. It's like their version of Monopoly. And you're probably only eligible if you just signed up for the backpack. But if you hit 6 months of the next 6 months, you will also get a backpack. Again, 9 months, they'll give you a sweatshirt. And if you hit Success Club all 12 months, you will get a roller bag for your luggage, which is freaking insane that they're going to give you that. So not only does your coach usually reward you for some type of thing sometimes, but Beachbody does as well.
Guys, I will do anything for a free backpack. Sign me up. Okay, so let's get started talking about how we are going to go about starting these conversations with people. So we talked about really being a product of the product and showing up on our social media and being consistent, because that is such an important and crucial part of it. If they see you doing it, Sammy talked about her and I both going all in on these programs when we first started. We built that trust and credibility with those people watching our stories, watching our posts, showing up every single day. Sammy's been doing this business for over 3 years and hasn't missed posting on social media one day, not one day. That is something she told me when I first started coaching, and I was like, okay, coach said so. Yes, ma'am, we are not missing a day of posting. It does not matter what you are posting. By default, you are winning if you are showing up every single day and allowing your message to be heard, whether you're having the best day ever or a weekday or a struggle day or whatever it is, the people that are going to be relating to you aren't going to be able to relate to your words if you're not there to show them, and you're not there showing up for yourself so that they can believe in themselves, and they can know that even on the days where they're not going to believe in themselves, that they can believe that you will be there. And that is such a cool thing that I've heard Sammy say for so long, that what if on the one day that you felt like you were busy, that person needed you? What if that person that was looking and waiting to sign up with you and was watching you do this 21-day journey or this 80-day journey, and the one day that you were just tired, they needed you. They needed you for inspiration. So it's so important to be consistent. And what's really cool about being consistent on your social media is you will create that credibility. You will create that belief that they know that you're there when you need them, when they're having hard days, when they're having good days. And that's what kind of sparks our conversations. And that's what I'm about to dive into, is the two different types of conversations that you can have. We like to break our categories into our warm market and our cold market. And these are just two totally different terms. Warm market people being people who might be family, might be friends, people you already know prior to starting this journey. Cold market people might be people that you have met on social media, have met through this journey of sharing your story. That is just the two different types of conversations that I like to approach my conversations from when I'm talking to people about a journey that I am on, for example. There's a couple different examples over on the right side of the screen if you guys want to take a read through, as I'm just going to kind of talk through how I go about warm market conversations versus cold market. I'm going to start off with warm market because these are, like I said, my friends and family, people who are supporting me along this journey, who know me, who have known my journey, with fitness overall, who have known my journey with Beachbody. These are people that support you and love you and already have a belief in you. They know you and they trust you. So you can have a different conversation with these people and truly just start catching up with them. I've been able to reconnect with so many people through this journey. A couple of them are even on this call that I went to college with, that I went to high school with. And it is so stinking cool to be able to connect with them on something that maybe we were on a sports team together. And maybe we're reconnecting just about life and what they're up to. And they start talking to me, and we start talking, and they start asking, what are you up to these days? How are things going? Boom. There is your in, where you can start saying, like, dude, I have not been this happy in the longest time. I can't even remember how long. Like, I've just truly felt like myself in my own skin, just loving life. And here's what I'm doing. And there is your in right there. You don't have to say right there, want to join me? You're simply just talking about yourself and what you've been doing. That is not salesy, guys. That is not salesy at all. Sharing your heart and sharing something that you love. I've talked about it before. You have this golden ticket that you found. You have these workouts that you love. You have this nutrition program that has completely changed your mindset around fueling your body properly. And you think you're being salesy by reaching out to somebody about it? No. We have that completely confused. Do not get that confused with being salesy. Sharing your heart and sharing something that you have found so much passion for, don't you dare get that confused with being salesy, okay? When you talk to your warm market people, these are your friends, they're your family, they're people that love you. They know that if you're doing something that you truly love and you're passionate about and you're talking to them, it's because you truly believe in it. That is how you should be approaching your warm market conversations, by truly just reconnecting with people and talking, asking how they are, asking what's going well for them in their life. Going over to the cold market people, these conversations you might be approaching a little bit differently. I know I personally do approach my cold market conversations a little bit differently. I really like to get to know them. I like to get to know them via their social media. I'll go through their profiles, see how I can connect with them. Copy and pasting a message, guys, is not going to get you many places. Really start to connect with them and make this personal on their level and invite them to join you. Like I said before, you have this golden ticket that you're just hiding from people. You don't get to decide when someone is ready to revamp their health and fitness journey. You don't get to decide, like, oh my gosh, Sally was so fit in college or high school and she would never need these programs. You don't get to judge Sally's journey for her. You can simply offer, I have a spot available in my upcoming bootcamp. If you are ever interested, I'd love to tell you more about it. Being very open with those conversations, guys, is going to just open the conversation and just truly enable you to talk to people about something that has completely changed your life.
All right, next topic is going to be getting your list of 10 people. All right. So, examples to add to this list: people you are dating, they should be like number one on this list. Why? Because I'm not going to get too far into this, but when you sign up your significant other at the top of your weak leg, so say your coach decided they signed their up in the right leg, like in our example, you would sign your significant other on your left leg. And the reason is because that is going to make you guys as a couple more money in the long run. Like I said, not going to get super in depth about this. Just take it for what it is. Know that Adam was the first coach on my weak leg, and we make the most amount of money as possible because of that. Your parents, people that want to support you, your siblings, your best friend, your coworkers, your college friends, cousin, your aunt and uncle, roommates, neighbors, old college teammates, like Casey said, do not make that decision for them. Let them make it for themselves. If I wouldn't have had my sister as my coach and she didn't approach me when I needed her most, people would have looked at me and said, oh, she's skinny, she doesn't need Beachbody. But what they didn't realize is that I was struggling with anxiety. I was struggling with depression. I was having a borderline pretty severe eating disorder. I was underweight. I needed Beachbody more than I needed anything else in my life. And if people looked at me and made that decision for me, they would have never reached out to me. And so don't make that decision. Know that Beachbody can impact their lives in such different ways. Maybe it's getting them off a medication. Maybe it's preventing them from a medication. Maybe it's the community. Maybe it's just having somebody hold them accountable for the first time in their lives. Like, let them figure out what Beachbody means to them. They might not need to work the business, guys. Hitting Emerald, like Casey's parents don't work the business, but they're here. They're supporting her. They helped her hit Emerald. They're helping her hit Diamond. They're helping her hit Star Diamond. Like, they're here every step of the way because they know that it's important for them. And her dad fell in love with Live 4. Homeboy has done Live 4 like 17 times in a row, and he probably should be an advocate for Live 4 because he loves it so much. And her mom drinks Shakeology every day. These are things that she wouldn't have even had to change had she not approached them and said, hey, can you support me? My dad's cardiologist loves Shakeology. He is all on board for it. And if my sister and I wouldn't have came to my parents and said, hey, can you support us? Who knows what could have happened? And so they could be a VIP member, which is basically a discount coach. It's just another way to phrase it, or a preferred member, whatever verbiage you guys want. But Emeralds is a decision. And when you go into these conversations, especially with your friends and family, go in with those ideas of why you want Beachbody. What about Beachbody is going to be a meaningful conversation with them? I could have went to my dad and said, hey, Dad, I really want to hit Emerald. Can you help me hit Emerald? I was told Emerald's a decision. It's kind of the first step of my business. And he would have said, huh? Like, what does it even mean? Or I could have went in there and said, Dad, Beachbody saved me. And these girls have empowered me in such different ways. Like, would you be interested in doing a program with me? Would that be something you would ever keep each other accountable for? And my dad would have been all about it because it was something I personally was passionate about at that time. And your parents and loved ones want to help you with that.
I want you guys for a second to like take a step back and realize that Emerald is helping two people. It is helping two people get on a journey to be a healthier version of themselves. And like Sammy said, when you go to these two people, really find what Beachbody has to offer that can benefit them. Because just like she said, I never thought my dad would be interested in any type of program. The guy has 30 years in the military, and it just, he had his thing going, and he came to me and he's like, what's this whole like 4 lift program thing? And I was like, lift 4? Like, why are you interested? He's the Googler on the side. He'll get all his information. And he's like, yeah, I think I want to do it. And he crushed that program so hard. And I would have never even thought that he would have like a passion for that if I didn't, like Sammy said, ask him to support me. And I asked him actually to do Insanity, which was like literally, quite literally insane. And he went about it and found a program that fit for him. And that was me just trying to like fit him. I was doing Insanity. I wanted him to do it. But you need to find what works for them, what Beachbody has to offer these people, because these two people, guys, I don't even want you to think of it as Emerald. I want you to think about it as the 2 lives that you are about to change and are going to be bettered because you decided to better yourself, whether it was this morning and you decided to sign up as a coach to help other people, or whether it was 6 months ago and you decided you wanted to better other people. These are two people that you are going to be bettering, that lives are going to be impacted because of a decision that you made to help people. So I want you guys to think about it like that. And I want you to think about these two people whose lives could potentially be changed by your decision to just reach out and offer it to them and ask them, to be your accountability buddy. I always say the best coaches are the best accountability partners and the people who truly partner with their clients to get them results. That's what we're here to do, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. You are truly here to meet someone in the middle, help them realize their goals, help them establish a system and a plan that's going to get them to reach their goals, and help them and hold them accountable through to finishing that program. That is your job. And as an Emerald coach, you are going to be signing up these two people to help them get results and help them change their lives. So I want you guys to think about that as you take these 5 action steps away from tonight's call. So number 1, we're going to write down those 3 reasons of why you want to be an Emerald. Hopefully this call sparked a few different ideas in your mind of 3 incredible reasons of why Emerald is important to you. Next, I want you guys to reach out to every person on your list of 10. Like Sammy said, these are all different people from all different places in your life that could be completely changed. You don't get to decide for them if this opportunity is right for them. What you get to do is offer them this opportunity, and what they do with it is up to them. Always keeping in mind that this is their journey and needs to be the right time for them. So always remembering that every no is a not yet. Maybe they're not ready for their journey, and that doesn't mean to write them off for forever. That means that right now they're not ready. And you never want to sign someone up when they're not ready, because when they are ready, that's when they're going to go all in. It needs to be for them and not for you. But that is why you need to reach out to multiple people. That's why you can't just reach out to 3 people, because it might not be their time, right? Third thing, determine which leg is your weak leg and your strong leg. That's going to require you to send a message to your coach. So guess what? Your coach is going to know if you're doing number 3, because a few of us coaches should be getting a few messages after this call. Know what I'm saying? Number 4, when you get stuck on a conversation, send it to your upline. That is what we are here for. We are here to help you guys see success as coaches, and we want you guys to succeed and thrive. So if you're feeling like, how do I navigate this conversation? Send it to your coach. Say, hey, have you ever run into this? How would you respond to this? We'd be happy to help you guys and help you build that confidence these first few messages. Number 5 and last action step is we want you guys to create a coaching CTA, which is a call to action. And what you are going to do is it needs to be a clear, bright photo of you. Maybe you're smiling, maybe you're doing something you love. And I want you guys to truly share with your following, with your friends, with your family, why you decided to become a coach and why this is important to you. Put that up front, because the thing is, if you share your heart and why this is important to you, nobody can touch that, because you are so happy and on a journey that is changing your life that no one can take that away from you. And everyone all of a sudden immediately is going to understand why this is important to you, because you are telling them, because you're putting it out there. You're not hiding behind your post of your containers and being like, I'm kind of doing this coaching thing. Own it. Own that ish. You are a health and fitness coach. You decided to make this decision to help other people. Own it. So in this call to action, share with them your heart. Make it a nice, bright photo of you that you can see yourself. You're clear. Maybe you're in fitness clothes. Maybe it's a nice headshot of you that you are announcing, I have made the decision to become a health and fitness coach because, or from my past experiences as a former athlete, I've decided to become a health and fitness coach because it is my passion, because X. Share with them why you're passionate about it, why you're excited to help other people, why you're excited to build a team of incredible, like-minded women. These are the 5 steps that we want you guys to take away from this call. We've kind of figured out, Sammy and I compiled these 12 slides for you guys tonight because we've seen people successfully rank advanced to Emerald and to Diamond in our downlines in this business. And we've seen what successful coaches have walked away from their first Emerald call with. And we truly feel like if you guys take away these 5 steps, you have the ability to hit Emerald in the next 60 minutes. You have the ability to hit Emerald in the next 48 hours and wake up an Emerald coach on Thursday morning. How freaking cool would that be to wake up an Emerald coach on Thursday morning? For those of you guys that signed up this morning or 6 months ago, today is your day one, and waking up on Thursday as an Emerald coach is going to jet set your business even faster. Don't put this off, guys. If this is a business that you want, Emerald is a business decision, and that is how you need to treat it. So I think we're going to open up the floor right now for questions. If you guys have questions, please feel free to start dropping those in the chat, and Sammy and I will teeter-totter back and forth between those questions.